Lorax once lived in a beautiful forest of truffula trees, which was cut into shreds by the once-less greed. He left the barren land with suitcase in hand as the once-ler fell to his knees. On his homeless trek in search of some shelter, he met a young cow who was wearing a belcher. "Who are you?" asked the cow, who didn't know how to read the troubled Lorax in need. "I am the Lorax. I spoke for the trees until the greedy once-ler cut them down to their knees to make his ugly thneeds." The cow was quite mad and mooed, "What the heck?" but suddenly realised where he spent his last check. Yes, on the once-ler's thneed that hung from his neck. Frightfully, the cow stepped back, and in a swift turn he picked up his sack and ran for the hills like Jill and Jack. So the Lorax continued to search for a stay. He arrived at a barn to a purple horse eating hay. "G'day. What brings you here?" asked the horse, quite sincere. "You're looking all sad and all out of cheer." "I am the Lorax. I spoke for the trees, who without any say got cut down in threes, only to be turned into once-ler thneeds, and now I need a place to stay, please." The horse turned aloof and stared at his hoof as the Lorax realised the horrible truth. The tension grew thicker as the horse would then bicker, for on his foot was a thneed-woven slipper. "Get out of me barn, there's no time for a yarn, you're better off finding another farm." The Lorax was still homeless, no houses in sight, so he walked up the mountains to incredible heights. He met a proud goat who started to gloat with his nose in the air exposing his throat. "What brings you up here to the mountain so high? You look kinda mellow, you empty-eyed guy. Who are you, I ask, and what is your tale? Why are you so cold, withered and frail?" "I am the Lorax. I spoke for the trees until corporate greed stole them from me, and now I live without a home," he said as his tummy would groan. The goat couldn't hack it and went off in a racket to see if he could find the Lorax a jacket. The jacket looked warm and cosy. The Lorax said, "Thanks, but I don't mean to be nosy. It's a jacket of thneeds woven with greed. You can't expect me to wear these truffula trees." He ran down the mountain and ran across plains. He covered the footsteps he had already made. He ran past the barn and then the once-ler's shack and suddenly realised he had made it right back. He was home, shocked but incredibly pleased, for what surrounded him were truffula trees that a young boy grew with the very last truffula seed.